remembered for a lifetime. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Beavers offense will have the ball first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
With that last catch, he now... The 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys...
He's going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up. I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field. Dive and lay out with that body control. That is a special catch.
The run inside. It's Addison. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Lacey. Buying time to his right. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they bring the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Right side, it's Ivory. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Running inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Lost yardage leaves him looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Melton. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Washington State 7, Oregon State 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Addison. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Motion from the wide receiver. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Berry. They're all over it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, calls it for 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Left side is Ivory. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. It's inside. It's Addison. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Beavers! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Flips it. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man, they are finding him and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Lacey. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That is an unbelievable play, and I'll tell you, the defense, they just have not had an answer for this guy all night. He's already got over 100 yards in this game. Wherever he's lined up, he's getting open, and he's winning with speed, and right there he shows you the acrobatics and athleticism.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. The fake and wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Graves. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Long way to go on second down. They'll run the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Beavers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Berry. Look out! And down he goes.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
They boot it away. Trying to take it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong. With the big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
All right, Holly. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to go deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Back to throw, it's Berry. Fires left. What a catch, just beat the defender. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Absolutely perfect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 4 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's Mississippi State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Corvallis. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rush right in his face. Fires on the move. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Berry. Heaves it deep. Complete to the right. There he goes. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing toward the end zone. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Jackson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Running inside, it's Addison. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. He's got enough. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets rid of it.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll move the tight end. Second down, gonna throw it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Addison. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. Moving out to the right. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll keep it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop for
touchdown Beavers! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Sees a crease. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Right side, it's Ivory. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his man miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Ivory. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Plows his way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Working the ground game. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end.
What a snag. How about that?
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Oregon State 38, Washington State 20.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched crap.